Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It is your girl here, the Venusian Bull, and I'm back with another video from my Planets in the Houses series. And in this video, we are going to be discussing Jupiter in the fourth house. All right, so once again, as a reminder, the fourth house has to deal with family, parents, particularly the father, home, internal feelings, nationality, lineage, early childhood upbringing, foundations, and real estate. All right, so Jupiter in the fourth house it's a very interesting placement. It may be a little bit different but I would say you could have a very, very big family because Jupiter has to deal with expansion and growth and just things that are big. So you could have like a huge family. You could be like one of 10 siblings or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So huge family, and you just really love that kind of like family camaraderie, like doing different things on different holidays, definitely going on trips and vacations because Jupiter is about traveling. I know the fourth house is about home, but Jupiter expands the mind in terms of, wanting to travel. So you probably went on a lot of family vacations as a kid, and even, as an adult to places that, may have been like consistent, or, like you may have went on vacations to the same places in some instances, or just, places that feel like home, or you have a lot of family members who don't live in your immediate vicinity, so you have to go to visit them, and then that may require a lot of travel and things like that. So that's also something that's very interesting. Maybe your grandparents live on the other side of the country or something like that. Maybe you got a passport at a very young age and you traveled outside of the country, because Jupiter is kind of about it's international perspective, and it's very interesting because the fourth house itself has to deal with your current nationality and nation, but Jupiter is about kind of like the international aspect and stuff like that. It could be possible that a Jupiter in the fourth house person could be adopted or in the foster care system, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius kind of deals with adoption and foster care and stuff like that. There could be some type of a separation or distance from your parents. So whether that be you were put up for adoption, or they work a lot, or they travel a lot, so they don't get to see you. So maybe you were raised by your grandparents or an aunt or something like that. Now, as your personal personality with Jupiter in the fourth house, you are very welcoming, you are very generous, you are very hospitable, especially with your money and things like that. So be careful, don't be giving all the money to the kids, but you're also like a come one, come all type of person. So it's not just about your immediate family, it's about the family of the community, the family of the world type of thing, or what have you. So as an example, and I think I gave this as an example in one of my videos back, not the Planets in the Houses series, but just when I was talking about Jupiter in Cancer, because this can be akin to that. The show Pose, the character Blanca, she takes in these people, these LGBTQ people, into her house and stuff like that, and she's their mother. You know what I'm saying? And they're not blood to her. She didn't know them. She didn't know them since they were younger, but it's kind of like an alternate family, like a different type of upbringing, but it's still love there because Jupiter energy has a lot of love to give. This is like the pop that you love, that always got money for you. He come through on Christmas and your birthday with the gifts and the money. You be like, I can't wait to see Pop. That Pop probably got Jupiter in the fourth house, because they always come through for the gifts with the grandchildren, and they like spoil the kids, and your parents are always like, I'm so sick of Grandpa George always spoiling these damn kids and stuff like that, and the kids don't mind it and stuff. That's definitely a Jupiter in the fourth house kind of trait. Just very generous, very, happy, and giving, and things like that. Also, this is a very intuitive person as well. All the planets in the fourth house are going to have an intuitive nature. If you have fourth house energy, then you're going to have that intuition but you have it like on a broader scale, on a wider scale, on a high level scale when it comes to family matters or things that are dealing with the home. I would say even your home could be very big and have like a lot of space. Like, let's say even like you don't have a lot of money, but you could still like have like a big house. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Or maybe you had like a big yard or something like that. Or maybe you had like a big like bedroom or a big family room or something like that. It's something about your house that's big. You got a big screen TV, something. Because Jupiter in the fourth, like everything in their house big. Okay, they may have big ass trees in their house and stuff like that. You know, fourth house energy people, they love buying stuff for their house, and Jupiter in the fourth is no exception, because they're extravagant just like Venus is, and can overdo it as well. Also, you know, love to eat, loves the food. This is all about, you know, the family gatherings and stuff like that, and they can kind of make anywhere their home, because of the ability to not always want to be so stationary in one place. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they may move around a lot just to kind of get a different atmosphere. Or this can be the person that has like the home in like Florida and then like the home in like Detroit. You know, if you got money like that, you kind of have that kind of deal set up just so you can, you know, spend half the year here, spend half the year there, get a different kind of vibe, and stuff like that. But this is somebody who definitely likes freedom in their home. They love people. They love to be around people and stuff like that. But they gotta have their place. They gotta have their their spot in their house where they can, you know, man cave. I think is a very big thing for Jupiter in the fourth house. I don't know if there's like a women cave thing, but there should be something along those lines. But yeah, so you need to have your own space. But when it comes to big family gatherings, and especially when it pertains to food, the bigger, the better. Invite everybody, cook all the food, do everything. Now, these people may be a little bit too much for the typical type of introverted fourth house people. They just may do a little bit too much, but it's okay. These can be the very knowledgeable people in your family, very wise, have a lot of wisdom. You may go to them a lot for advice, because that Jupiter energy is always like, they're kind of like a know-it-all, and they could kind of have like a God complex and things. Also minister. Could also be a minister, definitely a teacher, and a minister, like a reverend, would be a really good job, because you're like that mother, father to the whole kind of religious community. And you know, like Jupiter is all about all encompassing and like everybody. This is not an insular, Jupiter is not insular. Jupiter is about everybody come in and hear the word of God. You know what I'm saying? So, that could be very much Jupiter in the fourth, or like even like a traveling minister or something along those lines. And if you do real estate, you may have your real estate license in multiple states just because you know, you want to try something different, you want to go somewhere else and things like that. So you may want to get your real estate license in different states, or something along those lines. If you do like restaurant or food, you may end up getting to the point where you can have a chain. Remember, Jupiter energy is very lucky. They could be very fortunate. Like opportunity, if they're prepared, if opportunities come their way, then, you know, things can really go very positively for them. And you can see that if they choose careers that are fourth house oriented, like real estate, restaurant, being a historian, being like a religious leader for the community and stuff like that, that could be very beneficial to them. All right, teacher as well. All right, so that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.